Welcome to Amaraship Online Maths. This is the fifth problem for differentiation calculus. We have four problems on the board, all constitute problem 5, A, B, C, D. So we want to differentiate all these with respect to x. The first one here says y is equal to root x. So if we want to differentiate applying the general method, we must remove the x from the roots. So we rewrite as x to the power of half. So as usual, to differentiate y with respect to x, the power multiplies the coefficients. So half times 1 is half. We write the variable itself, then the power minus 1. So half minus 1. So we say dy dx is equal to half x raised to the power of half minus half. Half minus 1 is minus half. So this one is simplified as half multiplied by, the x has to go down. So at the top we say 1 all over. 1 divided by. When the x comes down, the sign changes to positive. So we say 1 times 1 is 1. This one gives 2 x raised to the power half. So leaving the answer this way is also accurate. But if the examiner asks you to leave your answer as a short form, we can say 1 divided by 2. X raised to the power of half is root of x. So this is our dy dx. This is the derivative, the differential coefficients. Alright. So the B part of the question says y is equal to 3 divided by 2, the root of x. Let us remove x from the roots. So we say y is equal to 3 divided by 2 multiplied by x raised to the power half. So having done this, let us move the x to the numerator. So we say y is equal to 3. If this one goes up, we have what? We can say 3 over 2. So x goes up with the sign changes. So this is positive and it becomes minus. Okay. So now we say dy time to differentiate now. We want to differentiate now because we've made sure that x is no more a denominator. So the power, which is minus half, has to multiply the coefficient, which is 3 over 2. So differentiate, basically, the power multiplies the coefficients. So minus 1 times 3, minus 3. 2 times 2 is 4. We are not done with that. What is next? We write the variable and subtract 1 from the power. So the power here is minus half. So if we must say again minus 1, so this is minus half minus 1. Minus half minus 1 is minus 1.5. So this is minus 3 over 4. X to the power minus 2 times 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3 over 2. So unless if your examiner asks you to leave your answer in short form, but this is the derivative of this function. C says what? Y is equal to 1 divided by root x. The first thing we do is to remove x from the roots. So we say y is equal to 1 divided by x to the power of 2. So having removed x from the roots, we don't want to see x serving as a denominator. So we move it to the top. So when it goes to the top, the sign changes. This is 1x. The sign changes to negative sign. But we ignore the 1. Okay. So now we differentiate. dy dx. So differentiate, the power multiplies the coefficient. The coefficient is 1, the power is minus half. Minus half times 1, minus half. We have the variable. So the power minus 1 again. So minus half minus 1 is minus 3 over 2. So this is what we have. The last one here, d, y is equal to x divided by the cube root of x. There are two things we must do here before we differentiate. One, we remove what? X from the root. Then we don't want to see x serving as the denominator. So to start with, we say y is equal to x. The cube root of x is x to the power 1/3. The cube root of x is x to the power 1/3. You can consult laws of indices to understand that. So now we don't want x to serve as a denominator. We move it to the top. But at the top there is x. But that x has a power of 1. If there is another x down about to move to the top, we only move what? The power, because this x is already at the top. So we only move the power. So when the power goes up, the sign changes to negative sign. So minus 1/3. So y is equal to x raised to 1 minus 1/3 is 2 over 3. Let us learn this from basic fractions. 1 is a whole number. 1/3 is a proper fraction. A whole number minus a proper fraction, you say 3 minus 1 is 2. 3 minus 1 is 2. Clear? 3 minus 1 is 2. So divide by 3. Whenever you say a whole number minus a proper fraction, what do we get? We say what? The denominator minus the numerator. We have to divide by this. So this is what we get. So unless if the examiner asks you to leave your answer as a short form, but this is the derivative for this function. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and share the video. Bye bye.